Welcome to the channel. Today, we'll be discussing one of the most intriguing mysteries in science and genetics, the Rh-negative blood type. It's the rarest and most enigmatic blood type on the planet, found in only a small percentage of the global population. But what exactly makes Rh-negative blood so unique? In this video, we'll dive into the mysteries surrounding this unusual blood factor, raising a question that captivates many. Could it have a connection to the scriptures? There are various theories that suggest Rh-negative blood may not be entirely human. Some believe it represents a hybridization between humans and spiritual beings, and we're not talking about benevolent angels, but rather fallen ones. Join us as we explore this enigmatic topic and uncover what lies behind this theory. Could there be something hidden in our genetic history? Have the scriptures already given us clues about this? So before we begin, I encourage you to like, comment, and share this video. Stick around to hear an intriguing perspective on what some consider the hidden mystery of Rh-negative blood, a subject that remains taboo in the spiritual realm. Throughout ancient traditions, blood was considered a powerful symbol, comparable to a form of currency. Pagan gods, often regarded as demons in Christianity and ancient Judaism, demanded blood sacrifices from their followers. Blood also holds immense significance in biblical texts, where it represents lineage, genealogy, and the continuity of ancestry. Jesus himself, through his sacrifice, redeemed all of humanity, granting everyone the right to salvation through his blood. However, much of the scientific community, particularly those who follow evolutionary theory and Darwinism, tends to reject the existence of a divine creator. They argue that humans share a common ancestor with chimpanzees, pointing to apes as humanity's distant relatives. In contrast, biblical texts assert that God created humanity from the dust of the earth, with Adam as the ancestor of all people. The mystery of Rh-negative blood remains unsolved by science, as researchers have yet to fully understand its origin or nature. Some suggest that this blood type may not be entirely human, possibly representing a hybridization or amalgamation, a concept that some scientists even consider while investigating its peculiarities. The Book of Genesis presents a fascinating perspective, suggesting that human DNA or humanity itself was altered by spiritual beings. These beings are referred to as the Ben Elohim in Genesis 6. But who exactly were the Ben Elohim? In ancient Hebrew, this term translates to sons of God, referring to spiritual beings or angels in a celestial context. Specifically, these angels were fallen ones, often referred to as demons in other traditions, who significantly influenced humanity. According to the biblical narrative, these fallen angels took human women as wives, engaging in intimate relationships with them. From these unions, a new race or type of being was born, a combination of humanity and these spiritual entities. These beings, commonly known as the Nephilim, were identified as giants in many ancient biblical texts. Scholars point out that this view is not limited to the Bible alone, but is also found in other ancient works, such as the Book of Enoch. These texts describe not only giants but also a variety of colossal and powerful beings, suggesting that many strange creatures emerged from the union of fallen angels and human women. The biblical passages that address this event include Genesis 6, 2 and 6, 4, which state, "The sons of God saw that the daughters of men were beautiful, and they took as their wives any they chose." The text goes on to mention the Nephilim, stating that these beings were present on the earth both before and after the flood, when the sons of God had relationships with human women, producing children who became heroes of old, men of renown. Additionally, biblical texts in Jude and 2 Peter explain that these fallen angels were imprisoned shortly after the flood due to their transgressions. The book of Jude even compares their sin to that of Sodom and Gomorrah, emphasizing its sexual nature. Jude 1:6 states, "And the angels who did not stay within their own position of authority, but left their proper dwelling, he has kept in eternal chains under gloomy darkness until the judgment of the great day." Similarly, the sins of Sodom, Gomorrah, and the surrounding cities, which were also rooted in immorality and depravity, serve as an example of eternal punishment by fire. Recent studies have suggested that the Rh negative blood factor might point to genetic traits that are not entirely human. In other words, Rh negative blood may have associations beyond the conventional DNA, typically described by scientists as belonging solely to Homo sapiens *. While this theory might seem shocking or hard to accept, exploring the origin of the word Nephilim can provide some enlightening insights. The term Nephilim originally refers to the fallen ones, specifically fallen angels, although over time, the word has also become associated with giants in some ancient texts. The literal meaning comes from the Hebrew verb to fall, signifying those who have fallen from grace. Genetic experts are still unable to fully explain the origins of the Rh negative blood group, making it a significant mystery for science. There are several intriguing theories and observations about individuals who possess Rh negative blood. For instance, it is believed that people with this blood type may have a higher than average IQ, heightened sensitivity in certain senses like vision, and better control over their body temperature and blood pressure. Some studies even suggest that they might possess psychic or intuitive abilities. Another curious characteristic found in some Rh negative individuals is the presence of an additional vertebra, a rare physical trait that sets them apart. Globally, the Rh negative population is quite small, representing roughly 15% of the world's total population. Scientifically, this group is referred to as R negative or rhesus negative. But what does the R negative factor actually mean? The abbreviation RH comes from rhesus, the name of the monkey species in which scientists first identified the antigen. The Rh factor is one of two major subcategories of human blood types, the other being R positive, which is much more common. To determine whether someone is R positive or R negative, doctors perform a test using Rh antibodies. A small drop of blood is mixed with a solution containing Rh antibodies, and if the red blood cells clump together, the individual is Rh positive. If there's no clumping, the individual is Ra negative. The Rh factor can have significant implications, particularly during pregnancy. If an Rh negative mother is carrying an Ra positive fetus, her immune system may treat the fetus as a foreign invader, much like how it would react to a virus or bacteria. This immune response can sometimes result in complications, even miscarriage. This raises an interesting question. Why would a woman's body reject her own offspring simply because of Rh incompatibility? When Ra negative and Rh positive blood types mix, it can cause dangerous reactions. For example, if an Rh negative person receives Rh positive blood, their immune system may recognize the Rh positive red blood cells as invaders, leading to potentially serious health complications. One of the most intriguing and unsettling aspects of the Rh negative blood factor is that scientists still cannot fully explain why some people are Ra negative while others are R positive. This mystery continues to perplex geneticists. Returning to the origins of Ra negative blood, there are many theories and myths suggesting that it might have a divine or otherworldly origin. In various ancient traditions, such as those of the Greeks, Egyptians, and Sumerians, stories tell of gods who mingled with humans, resulting in hybrids or even giants. These accounts often involve spiritual beings or fallen angels who had relations with human women, leading to the creation of a new race endowed with supernatural abilities. Some theories even suggest that the R negative blood factor is a remnant of this ancient hybridization between humans and spiritual beings. The fact that Ra negative blood is relatively rare today could indicate that this genetic strain has almost disappeared within the human population. According to Christian beliefs, Jesus Christ's sacrifice on the cross redeemed all people, regardless of their blood type, race, nationality, or any other characteristic. His death was said to purify humanity, even those with DNA potentially linked to fallen angels. This subject raises profound questions. Do you believe in this theory about Ra negative blood, or do you reject it? I'd love to hear your thoughts. so feel free to share your opinions and reasons in the comments. Blessings to you all, and I hope to see you soon.